is set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On play action, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 41. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. Dances by him, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, then they'll put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receiver.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the left?
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They run it with Breida. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy because
now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen. Space to run past the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
21-0 our score after one. They'll run on first down. Clifford, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw here complete to Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Sliding out of the pocket. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Allen off the play fake. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire
touchdown Bills. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They snap it to Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37. On play action, Fields.
Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now it's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Jackson now to return.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on second and long. Fields taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Hardman to return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
49's the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 49's the mic. I got you. I got you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a give to Breida. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is...
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs gain a bit of respectability. This time, the extra point up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They run again with Breida. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25 and all the way down to the 26. A big play here for Buffalo.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Book now.
And this one is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for KC. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his second touchdown on the season. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A first down throw for Book. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. To throw is Book. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Book. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Hunt. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. Rolling to his right. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series.
Touchdown! A big play there. 73 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Book now to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's a toss complete on the screen to the right, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Book. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Off the play fake. Here's Book. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Book, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff looking right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Book's throw here caught by Mims. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. On 1st down, Book. That's caught left side by Hardman. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On third down, a run from Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Hardman on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 2nd and 5 now. Look. That is caught by Mims. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Book. He's going to let it fly.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here, because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. This is Smith with a grab. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Kelce. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Butker now to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
Only religion was the moon. Made a couple million, hallelujah. Daddy was a to you. Called a homeschooler. Never did homework. I was going home with the work, no tutor. Forget the bridge we don't build, this time I let them all burn. They tried to count me out when I was the word. I bring it paper from the first to the third. They count me out, now count me in. Oh, I'm hot, sizzling. Don't count me out, it all begin right now. Catch me if you can. Told them catch up, but I still can't even see them from the view. Got my check up, and now I'm trying to blow a bag of two. Proud of shoes, and all designer drink, get what I desire. Put them out, what I told him, cause that boy, he on fire. Walk in that thing and air it up, and in my bag a little bit. Remember my pockets in a jar, I couldn't build a little chick. They say that Trini left his paper. You see, that's a mill. Where you catch all my brothers ballin', ain't shooting no bricks. Hold up, check me out. I think the tables done turned. Forget the bridge we don't build, this time I let them all burn. They tried to count me out when I was the word. I bring it paper from the first to the third. They count me out, now count me in. Oh, I'm hot, sizzling. Don't count me out, it all begin right now. Catch me if you can. Never really care what they say. On God, only ever care about one thing. Ching, ching, ching. Cha-ching, rack-A's. Hit the bank, ba-bang, put you in your place. Wait, they done got me started. Without me, it's not a party. Ma, he got it rockin'. We bring havoc to your lobby. Tristan, he got shotty. They gon' copy cause we poppin'. Blues up in my wallet. If I like it, then I cop it. Hold up, check me out. I think the tables done turned. Forget the bridge we don't build, this time I let them all burn. They tried to count me out when I was the word. I bring it paper from the first to the third. They count me out, now count me in. Oh, I'm hot, sizzling. Don't count me out, it all begin right now. Catch me if you can.
It's just a little hit for the summer. Big deal. Whoa, here I go. I'm jumping out of green balloon. Geronimo, man, I like big wheels, 24, and I let the paint drip like the hose. Whoa, big cars, suicide doors, I got scores. You don't know my life is hard. Make me wake up in the morning. Chinchilla for the wizard, I just swear to clear. Queen Latifah, Rigo, living single. women. Love, chillin' for the summer. What's up? Rolling with the big deals. Tell them what to pull up. We were not a big deal. Hate to lose my number. Miss me with that. Ask me, did I stutter? So what? So your brother, sister, cousin, mother, lover. I'm real poppin' up in here, and they run it up in here. I ain't even from around here. Man, I only roll with big deals, homie. Big wheels, got a big grill. Cocky with it, fresh. Gang shoot, gang wanna kick it. That's a soccer fit. Bruce Willis with the senses. White tennis with a clutch from Venus. I ain't never flew spirit. Run it, I don't rent it if I get it. Look, chill chick, I got a lot in my mind. Light skin and dark skin, you mess me like a sock. Coming with a banger, it ain't summer, but it's hot. Might just have to drop it, cause I want to start a rock.
Look, I played the game, I missed the shot. I had the answer, then forgot. I knew one day my pop finesse, finite, flex, and I fell out and cut the check. Monopolize the set, but I been taking hits like I can die like any one on the day, the dawn of the dead. I don't see nothing but red. I gather the blankets and milk and the bread. I come from the east and I'm traveling west. Got a machete, I chop it, the nigga, the surfer, determined, the plot and the threats. It ain't no stopping and run, popping son of God, dropping anybody who next. I want a mansion, I got a million advances. I'm gonna stay in Atlanta. Most of them move to LA and throw all of their money away and move back with their parents. I see the canvas, I got the brush in my hand, the colors are mixing again. Grabbing the stick with my hand, I drop my guts. The world is us, so what? Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up?
Nobody.
My hit is ready to bust, kicking the door when I come at the cut. Well, yeah. Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up?
Nobody.
My hit is ready to bust. Do what I do and I say what I want. Well, yeah, mama, your kid in the magazine. I had a stack on my jacket at Grammy. We see the audacity. I was a bad